welcome to The Balance with Tepi and Amanda. I'm Matapala Matilmsa, also known as Tepi. I'm with Nogotemba Sibia, also known as Amanda. Today we are blessed with one of our guests. She's a student here at ASE. She's a singer and she'll tell us more. So, hi, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm good, thanks, and you?
Good. Can you please tell us about yourself? Who are you?
Oh, wow, that's always a tough question. Like, there's so many variations to one person, but I'm Nandile from KZN, and I'm an artist. I write. Yeah, I just like saying I write, and I'll put it as that, and I'm a vocalist, so yeah.
Oh, you
and a student.
That's the part. You're also a student, right?
Yeah.
How's studying for you?
It's difficult, especially because I never planned on doing anything to that's related to engineering. So like at this point in my life, everything is kind of like really confusing, but I am learning a lot at the same time, and I appreciate a lot that I do get out of school because it kind of gels with the career that I'm trying to build. So yeah.
So what was on your mind, like when you decided to go to school? Was it because you wanna learn writing in terms of sound, or you wanted to know sound as a whole?
Actually, if I'm completely honest, I did not know what to expect when I was coming here, because my parents basically said that if I want to do this music thing, then I need to do something that's in line with it, and I need to study something that's going to make sense with it, and it's going to build me a career. So I asked around, I spoke to a cousin of mine, and he's the one that referred me to the Academy of Sound Engineering. During those interviews, I did not expect that I was going to be making headphone amps and doing maths and stuff, but like now I'm here and I'm learning a lot. I feel like in terms of the business side, there's a lot that I've learned, and in live sound, knowing how to set things up, like setting up drum kits, like some things that I actually don't need, but at the same time they will help, I feel like, as I progress in my career. So I feel like that's where like mentally I was in this decision.
Okay. Speaking of like you have to do something that is in line with it. So what you're saying is that you started with the sound, being a singer, writing and all that, and then you decided to go to school after.
Yes, because I was previously at Nelson Mandela University studying human resource management, but that was like far away from what I wanted to do, and it's not
way
something,
too far.
you know what I mean, like it's not even something I picked. So as time went by, my parents kind of saw that I was slipping into this anxious state and depression. So when I got out, that's when my dad actually suggested that this child needs to do something that has to do with what she wants to do. So yeah.
So you being a student and being a musician at the same time, because you are a writer, you're a singer, you're doing it right now, you've been making hits. How is that working for you?
It's interesting because like just the other week I'd have like performances, and then I have tests, and then I have to attend meetings, and then I'll have an interview. So it can be weighing like for one person, especially now that I've had changes in management, and there's all of these things happening because I've had so many changes in management as the years have gone by.
Yeah.
It can be overwhelming, but at the same time I'm always constantly reminded by my journey, because the one thing that I've learned to appreciate in life is not just focusing on where you're trying to go and constantly focusing on what you're doing right now, but it's appreciating the journey and what led you to be there, and the evolution that comes with being an artist, and the person with, that's intertwined with the artist, like me, Nandile the artist, and Nandile just the extra whoever it is, whatever it is that I become when I'm myself. So yeah.
So what you're saying is it's important to balance, actually.
Yeah, balance, definitely.
But you are a girl after all. You're dating.
Yeah.
So how is that? Because already you're facing difficulties in terms of like academic work and work, and then now another thing which you can't hide or like shy away from, one, I don't know, but dating. How do you balance that?
I feel like if you can have an understanding, then that's where it works. But I try to leave my dating out of like my school, and my dating out of my music, because that's my personal life. As much as I incorporate that's why I don't have that many love songs, because right now at this point in time I'm really trying to build myself. And when it comes to dating, obviously like it's like yay, heart emojis, but there's reality. You can't focus all of your energy and all of who and what you are in a relationship, because if you don't have that balance, kind of like also if you're in a relationship, you can't like constantly be doing this and this and this. You have to have a balance, and you have to maintain it. So it's literally like putting in percentages, like, okay, I'm gonna put this much percent right now this week, and you know, today this is what I'm gonna be doing. Like, I actually have to plan things out, because if I don't plan them out, I become super exhausted, because I'll wake up, I'll write, because I usually try to write like every single day. I'll wake up, I'll write, I'll meditate, if I have time for breakfast, I'll do that, then I wash, then I, you know, get dressed and go to school, then I have classes. Sometimes I'm called in by my PR and they say, okay, Nandile, you have to do this and this and this. So then all of these things are happening, and then I have to prepare for a test. And then I kind of try to make sure that at least during the day, I even communicate with family, because like when it comes to relationships, I don't just look at it from a romantic perspective. Friendships as well. Friendships, family, you always have to make sure that you're connecting with the people that bring the positivity in your life, because it'll happen that someone might have been bringing positivity in your life and they no longer are, but you don't realize it because you're so caught up in a world of trying to be so fast. And this is Joburg, guys, so like everything is just constant, you know, it's moving, and you have to keep moving with the wave, because if you don't, you'll find yourself stuck, you'll find yourself confused. So I think balance is like the biggest thing ever.
How many hours do you sleep?
It depends. Like, there have been times where I didn't sleep, there have been times where I'd have like 3 hours of sleep like every day that week, or 2 hours of sleep, and then there's times where I have like 8 hours and I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's
so you
awesome.
accepted that this is me. There are times where I'm not gonna sleep at all. There are times where I'm gonna
I think it comes with accepting what comes with music, because for me, I have a genuine love for music. It's not just I want to be a star, or I just want to put out a message, or I want to do. It comes with an actual genuine love, like where I know that there's sacrifices that I'm gonna have to make. Because with everything that I do, I always ask myself, okay, if I wasn't doing music, would I be the person that I am now? Would I be thinking the way that I'm thinking? Would I be me? Because it's within me to be doing what I'm doing. So that's why I go the extra mile to pursue it. Because as much as I still love it, I still have to go the extra mile. I have to do things that are different from everyone else. It's like there's a guy sitting there trying to, like, we had this like conversation where it's like, fam, you're still broke. Sleep is a luxury sometimes. Like, if you know that you're not where you're supposed to be, what are you doing that so and so isn't doing? You know, so I've had moments where I'll miss some sleep, or I'll be late for class, or I'll do this and this and this, but it's still me trying to catch that class. It's still me trying to hold on to everything, and it becomes overwhelming. But the one thing that centers me is my genuine love for music. So yeah.
And then let's go back to the morals.
Yeah.
You being yourself. So how do you, okay, you know, when you work at some point that you have to improvise, you have to do things which you like, this is not me.
Yeah.
How do you go about that?
I feel like there's a lot of things, like we try too hard to put ourselves in a box as people, because we always go into this is not me, or it's like a conversation I had, I think it was with Tronic as well, or with someone. I talk a lot to Tronic, guys. Hey Tronic. But like it's basically you don't know who you're gonna be in 5 years from now. You'd like to think, because of the morals that you have now, you know, I'd like to think that there's certain things that I won't do. Like, for example, there was a time I will never party, I will never go out. But you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. But there's just some things where in that moment, that's when you decide, because sometimes you need to remember that you're living life as per moment. I want to make sure that if I die tomorrow, I lived doing everything that I wanted to do, not doing things that made me feel uncomfortable. So if I'm uncomfortable, then it's no. And if I'm like, you know what, I can do this, it's okay. And even the word, like, for the word moral for me, it comes with so much, because it's almost like the word moral has a sanction to it. Like, moral means that it's good, you know. Yeah. But I feel like it's just about who you want to be naturally as a person. What comes to you naturally? What do you want to do outside of the norm, outside of what is placed upon you, and outside of what people expect you to be? You have to go back and ask yourself, like, okay, do I want to do this? And according to what is yes or no, I ask myself, do I want to do this because this is what I want? Or am I doing this because I feel a certain type of pressure externally? So when it comes to that, as long as the answer always comes from me, because the answers are always within us, and we tend to try to find the truth within other people. So as long as you can still find it within yourself and have those moments, that's why I do my best to meditate and to drink my tea and do all of those things, because I know that the best answer I can give, yes, I'll ask for advice, not that I'll always take it, need to figure out what it is. Because one day, let's say I'm asking Amanda for advice all the time. What happens if Amanda moves to Cape Town and can't always answer my calls? Like, so I hope I answered the question. Like, he did.
Okay, there's this thing of people not working.
Need to be the one to put in time for that. But with social media, I don't know. Like, I find it interesting because you get to see the dynamic of people outside of who they are in real life. Because there's some people that literally say like, who I am on social media is not who I am in real life. And it's kind of like this hyper reality that we're all living day to day. But I just think it's funny, you know. I just think social media is funny. Take a lot of screenshots.
And repost.
You know, and repost.
If you are to have just one person, it doesn't have to be like the person with its heart, the person you can take on match, like just have a conversation with that person. Who will that person be?
Okay, it's two people for me actually. I'm fortunate because the one is my mother. You know, my mother has done a lot in her life too. My parents have done a lot in their lives to excel who they are and who we are as people. And mentally they fed me so much in being able to accept myself and to come to them in moments of just like, hey look, I am down. You know, I've cried to my parents. You know, I've probably been the rude child that once yelled, and in those moments they understood. Like they kind of understood where my anger was coming from, and if they didn't, they tried to understand. So I feel like that type of nurturing, like I sit down with my parents all the time. But if I'm speaking from a music perspective, and this might be cliche, because she's here right now, Beyonce. Okay. But definitely Beyonce, not because it's oh my gosh, it's Beyonce, you know, Beyonce the entity, but Beyonce the businesswoman and the business mind and the person in music. That's who I like. I would love to have a conversation with that person because it's from her where I watched interviews where she'll say sometimes, okay, she forgot to eat and she forgets that some other people need to eat, like when she's working with her crew, but it's because she's working so hard. And I want to work so hard that I get to a place where I'm like, okay, I now appreciate what I've done. Not only have I made my family and my parents proud, but I want to get to a place where I'm proud of my work and I no longer have to explain certain things, because right now in my career there's still a lot that I have to prove. And I'm a very stubborn person. I don't like proving things. But you know, there's still a lot that I have to prove, because in order to get somewhere you need to start at a certain point. And from a music perspective, from a business perspective, from an artist perspective, when I look at her, I feel like it's dope what she's done with her career. Yeah.
Okay guys, this was Nandile. Can you please give us your Twitter handle, since you love Twitter?
Yeah. Okay.
And
Look,
your Instagram.
all of them. Not Spanjum. Facebook. Twitter. Instagram. It's Nandile_ZA. That's NANDILE_ZA. But you can also just follow me in J on my normal Facebook, Nandile Ndamase. Ja.
And with us guys, you know, it's Tappy with it's the balance with Tappy and Amanda on Facebook, and on YouTube please tick that like button on the balance with Tappy and Amanda.
I'm also on YouTube, guys. Nandile Ndamase. Peace out. Forgot about that.
Till next time.
Thank you guys.